Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video we are going to discuss all things pretty fragrances. So if you are in the market for a fragrance that is feminine, it's sweet, it's girly, it is, in the words of Tara Michelle, pretty just for the sake of being pretty, then these fragrances are definitely ones I highly recommend you check out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, so before we start, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure notification bell is turned on, set to all, so you don't miss any of my videos. And make sure, this is very important, please, if you love the content, if you're finding value in it, give your girl a big thumbs up, as it helps my channel to grow, which I have to thank you all because my channel is just growing and I love you guys for that, their constant support. All right, so let's get into these fragrances, you guys. The first one is going to be one that is, okay, listen to me, okay? When I say that this has some elements of Baccarat Rouge, do not let that deter you from at least getting your nose on this fragrance, okay? Because this is not a clone, it's not a dupe, nothing like that. But the way the amber is done in here, it just gives a very similar amber sweet quality that Baccarat Rouge has. But this is almost going to be like a more feminine take on the fragrance. So I'm talking about PATIALA. This is from the house of Tamim. And basically what you're getting is a very beautifully sugared amber, okay? You have that mixed with some rose. It's also got some aldehyde. So if you could imagine Baccarat Rouge with lots of beautiful dainty roses mixed in, and you have something like a soapy aldehyde, you know, thrown in the mix. That is what you have. This wears substantial, like I said, very feminine. And I actually layered this with Baccarat Rouge, and I'm telling you, I have been stopped, tracked down, like literally accosted with that combination more than once in the street. So it's definitely a head turning combination. This perfume by itself, it doesn't need any help. It really does garner lots of compliments and attention, and particularly from women. Whenever I wear this, this is one that women just really seem to like, they want to know, what is it, like, what do you have on? I wore this, y'all, Publix. This lady literally like yelled from down the aisle because she was trying to figure out where the smell was coming from, and she just could not believe how good the fragrance smelled on me. And I'm just like, okay, calm down, because I thought I was about to be a situation, okay? I was in there with my uniform and I'm just like, what the hell, what is going on? And it was about the perfume. Like, girl, don't scare me like that, all right? So PATIALA, gorgeous, gorgeous release. If you love Baccarat Rouge, if you're not completely tired of the DNA, I know so many people are, I'm not, but you don't want to do, okay? A lot of these tired of Baccarat Rouge, they're trying to dupe the fragrance, or I just feel like this really does stand on its own. Very grown up, very feminine, beautiful, girly, okay? But it's something just so sweet and addictive about it. Highly recommended. This is a perfect time of year to wear a fragrance like this. Again, substantial wearing, but very feminine. All right, this one again is PATIALA. This is from the house of Tamim. Now, this next one is going to be one that is budget friendly. It is very, very pretty. But for me, now this does remind me of another fragrance I have in my collection, but I just like this one a little bit more. This is going to be QISSA Delicious. This is a newer release from the house of Paris Corner. It is under $40, might be around 30, I'm not sure. It is a new release, so definitely under 50, okay? And you're getting a very beautiful chocolate gourmand that you can still wear in high heat. So this to me reminded me of Nebras. However, I feel like this one's just a little bit more refined. And if you could imagine Nebras, where you're getting all the beautiful chocolates and all the things that we love, swap the red berries out for orange, okay? And you're going to mix something very fluffy and marshmallow-like in. It's almost like a fluffier, slightly sweeter version of Nebras. And I find the performance on this one is just a little bit better. I think both of them could use some work in the performance department. But again, this is going to make it really wearable for spring, summer, okay? So if you still want to wear your chocolate, gorgeous fragrances that have that sweet something about it, you know, sugary, chocolate vibes, but you don't want it to be too thick, heavy, and cloying, then this one is perfect. Again, it's like this whipped airy something going on in it, and I just really do enjoy this one a little bit more than Nebra's. So Nebra's might go ahead and give it away, but Kiss It Delicious is absolutely delicious. I've been spraying this one a lot, maybe at night before bed, or just kind of going about my day, you know, running errands. That is what I pull for when I want to smell sweet. So again, this one is Kissa Delicious, and this is from the House of Paris Corner. Next up is the newest release from Kylie, and we have Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. Girl, these names. I have to look at the bottle just to make sure I don't leave no words out. But I think this is a beautiful release. So I just got the notification yesterday that my bottle was going out in PR, but I told you I was not waiting. It's a vanilla something something from Cali. I need it. So I just went on ahead and ordered it with you all when it was released, launch day at Sephora. I think it sold out dang near instantly on Huda. And for some reason, the 50 mils were cheaper on Huda than they were on Sephora. These were right at $100 for the 50 mil, and it was like $89 on Huda. And I've never seen a price discrepancy before. Like, or is it just me? Am I wrong if I just not noticed it? But yeah, it was cheaper, but those sold out right away. I do think there are some still available on Sephora, but I think this is beautiful. So let's get into the details. People are right off the bat comparing it to La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. I definitely get a La Belle vibe from this, but this is where they will vastly differ. So whereas La Belle and even the Terrier, Lattafa perfume, those they are siblings. Where I feel like this one is going to be more of a distant cousin. So Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, it has that pear and it has that vetiver, and that sweet vanilla. So that is where we're getting this combination of notes. Is going to give you like this reminiscent thing from La Belle for sure. But I prefer this because as my nose change, you know, your nose, it changes. We grow into different directions when it comes to perfume, love, and life. And that one just eventually became too sweet for me. I used to ride for me some La Belle, but I cannot stomach that fragrance anymore. It's just too sweet. It's really thick. It's just too much. It's too much. And that's exactly why the Terrier by Lattafa was an instant declutter for me. I bought it. La Belle, okay? La Belle's twin sister decluttered it immediately. And then it's not that they smell bad. It was just too much. And I was not looking for another La Belle. This is what I need in my life right now. This one, you're getting this gorgeous powderiness from it, okay? Which definitely helps to calm down some of the raging sweetness that this could have gone in the direction of. So you are getting something very sugary, very fluffy marshmallow. Purple floral, yes, okay. Pear, absolutely. You've got to love the pear, vanilla, vetiver combo. But I think this is absolutely a beautiful release. And this is going to be another wonderful gourmand that you can pull out for spring and summer. And I'm so here for a summer gourmand. So let me give you the official notes because it's a lot of them mentioned. So in the top, you have vanilla, pear, marshmallow, rum, violet leaves, and ylang ylang. In the middle notes, you have bubblegum, jelly bean, jasmine, caramel labdanum, base notes of sugar, patchouli, vetiver, cashmere wood, tonka, and sandalwood. So again, mostly what you're going to be getting is almost like a candy violet, marshmallow, lots of pear, lots of vanilla, you know, that vetiver that we love. But I don't find that I get like a super bubblegummy presence from this, which I thought kind of be the star, but you're definitely getting sugar, vanilla, candied violets. That's what I get from it, okay? And the pear for sure. But I think this is a beautiful release. Would I repurchase this? Probably. We have to see. I feel like this is going to layer with so many beautiful things. I feel like if you're in the mood for something really vanilla-like, gourmand, but you don't want it to be quite as sweet and a lot, you know, and ambery like Vanilla 28, I think this is when you're just going to want to pick up. So I will definitely keep you guys updated as I continue to wear this one. But for me, this is definitely a buy and I love it. All right. So again, this is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42, and this is from the House of Kylie. So this next one is going to be really fruity, feminine, floral, girly. And we're talking about HAUTS BIJOUX by the House of Sillage. This is the time to bring this girl out. When I tell you, you're going to smell so put together, but a little fun. Very fruity, powdery. It's a fine line between I'm really grown up, I've got myself together, but then like you've got this playful fruitiness going on. That's what I love about this one. This is one, again, where women in particularly really seem to compliment me on this fragrance when I wear it out in public. So this has top notes of mango, blackcurrant, and grapefruit. You have middle notes of Caro Corunde, iris, and then you have base notes of heliotrope, vanilla, amber, and cedar. So again, very mango, blackcurrant forward, powdery because you have the iris and you have the heliotrope, and just a bright touch of vanilla and amber to just pull everything together. Gorgeous fragrance, one that I will probably always have in my collection because it's just a go-to in spring and summer for me now that I have it. This one again is Haute Bijou, and this is from the House of Sillage. Next up is going to be for someone who loves that Lyra DNA, but you want something that performs a little better. Now for me, Sana is absolutely divine. I feel like it wears just a little less sweet than Lyra. I wish I could find something with this performance that wears a little sweeter than Lyra because I can never get enough caramel. Like you can never drench me in enough caramel. But I think that this is something really similar in note profile that will give you really long wear. This projects beautifully. It lasts, you get the compliments and all that. And like I haven't repurchased Lyra. Like my Lyra was empty a few months ago, and because I have this is the one I'm gonna wear. Now when it's time for this one to be an empty, I don't know which one I will repurchase. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But if you are loving the scent of Lyra but you want something that performs better, Sana is definitely the way to go. So this has top notes of blood orange, lavender, and bergamot. You have middle notes of cinnamon, licorice, jasmine, and base notes of caramel, vanilla, and musk. Again, very similar notes. And Blend Rouge just did a really beautiful job on this fragrance one. I highly recommend, and one that I will be wearing a lot of as, you know, the summers. It's here, okay? We're in the 80s today in Georgia. So again, this one is the perfect fragrance for when you want a gourmand, but it's still wearable in hot weather. Again, this one is Sana by Blend Rouge. All right, you guys, so these next two are actually going to be body sprays. Y'all, the actual owner of Fleur DM'd me, and I'm just like, what in the who? You just never know who's watching, okay? So they were so kind enough to send me over two of their latest body spray releases, and these mists are absolutely gorgeous and so fruity and so fun, and you need them in your life, okay? So this one is Moonstone, and this is Dragon Fruit. So let's start with my favorite, which is going to be Moonstone. So it is fruity, it is floral, but boy, do the fruits come through in this fragrance. But for me, this one doesn't give too much of a childish vibe. Like this one is a fruity floral body splash that's got some sexiness and a little bit of a grown-up edge to it. It has top notes of green apple, pineapple, and blackcurrant, heart notes of lemon zest, mandarin orange, jasmine, and geranium. Then you have base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. And the way the pineapple comes off in this is absolutely beautiful. You do get the jasmine, you get lots of vanilla. The sandalwood is so creamy. And this is one that's going to layer with anything in your collection. I can already see it right now. Karaoke Heart, okay? Moonstone, Karaoke, they go together. Lamar, Moonstone, they go together. I feel like the green apple and the pineapple are really standout notes in here, and it's just a gorgeous release. Again, this one is Moonstone from Fleur. Now let's talk about the second one. The second one, Dragon Fruit, is really nice, but I find that this one is going to remind you more of, you know, the Bath and Body Works, the ones that, you know, you can easily just get Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret. Like, it's not really giving me anything super different, even though it is really pretty. It smells great. So if you love body sprays, you know, in that same vein, but you want something with maybe a little bit better longevity, then I would say try Dragon Fruit. This one also has the pineapple, but it's got Dragon Fruit. It's got watermelon. I don't really get a lot of watermelon in here, me personally. Like, if this had just been like a watermelon banger, oh, I would so be here for it. But it also has plum blossom, lotus flower, and peony, sugared amber, vanilla bean, and sandalwood. Again, nothing too unique or, you know, something we haven't seen before. I think this one just smells just a little bit more original. But this one too, still pretty, okay? Like body splashes, you don't have to put too much thought into it. Girl, does it smell good? Is it sweet? Is it fruity? Is it giving you what you want? Yes, okay, let me get it. So yeah, beautiful releases from the House of Fleur and gorgeous to layer with your fruity florals. Next up is going to be, oh my God, this fragrance is just so beautiful. And it's a gourmand perfect for this time of year, and it is time for me to pull it back out, start wearing it full time. This is the Chronic Rouge Extreme. This is extremely sweet, fluffy, delectable, but there's just like this little sexiness, you know, hiding in the background that makes it so appealing. So you've got this spiciness along with some cinnamon and amber in the mid, and that's where all this sexiness is coming from. You have the most delicious top notes of raspberry, whipped cream, melon, and pear, and you're getting all of that. It is very, very whipped cream, okay? You get this irresistible, fluffy, creamy quality from that whipped cream. You are getting the melon. You are getting the raspberry. I don't get a lot of pear. For me, I'm getting melon, raspberry, gorgeous whipped airiness, lots of sugary sweetness from the amber, and the sandalwood, musk, and patchouli are just their grounding things. I don't get much patchouli, but again, the spices feature in here is just what really takes it there. So if you want a gourmand that doesn't get too sweet and heavy, but still very sweet and pretty, then I feel like the Chronic Rouge Extreme is going to be perfect. This one from the house of Byron Parfums. Last but certainly not least on this list is going to be from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, and this is the Fruity Bomb Sugar Bomb for all my girls who love it. Stomach ache, where's my Pepto-Bismol, my teeth are rotting, call the dentist, sugary sweet, okay? This is ORZA, and this man just does really sweet fruity florals like nobody's business. If that is your vibe, like if you love really sweet fragrances, fruity, you know, around this time of year especially, then you really do need to get your nose on this. Try before you buy, because very, very steep price tag with this particular line within the house. But ORZA is absolutely stunning. The bottle is just to die for. I just love their packaging, really high quality. All of my bottles still look very much so brand new. When I feel like this is probably one of the within the first 5 niche purchases that I've ever bought, and it still looks like the day I broke it out the box. So high quality all the way around. So this has top notes of wild berries, coconut, green apple, plum, orchid, mandarin, orange, and magnolia. You have middle notes of jasmine and lily of the valley, Bulgarian rose. Base notes of caramel, musk, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, benzoin, and amber. So of all that I'm stating, because it's a lot, you're getting delicious creamy coconut caramel. You're getting lots of green apple for sure, and lots of plum. Those are the things that really stick out. The florals are just there doing their thing to balance it out. This fruits and the sweetness from the caramel and the vanilla, the ambery quality of this is what really steal the show. So this one is one I highly recommend if you love a substantial wearing, really sweet, really fruity scent. That just checks those boxes. And if that's your vibe, like if you're in the market for something like that, honey, get your nose on it. Decants are definitely available for this one, so try it, and I think it's one that you will absolutely love. But again, definitely try before you buy with this price tag, okay? All right, so you guys, that is our video for today. Be sure again that you are subscribed to the channel. Drop me a comment below and let me know some of your pretty girl fragrances that you are dying to wear this spring and summer. And last but not least, be sure that you give the video a big thumbs up. It has some real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.